noticed something. So somebody's is yours on?
Yes, mine is on. Hello. Hello.
And then what am I looking for? Okay, let me get this out real quick.
Welcome back, Junior Cyclones fans. We're getting ready to get started in the Columbus Showcase Championship game between the North Pittsburgh Wildcats, who come in at 3-0 on the tournament, and I believe 4-2 overall. Yes, 4-2 overall, and 3-0 on the weekend. Against your Cyclones, who are the second seed in the championship here, and are 6-6 overall, 2-1 on the weekend. Got one loss coming at the hands of these North Pittsburgh Wildcats, 2-1 yesterday. First game of the showcase. So as we go to try to extend our win streak to 3 in a row, we'll have Cordy Canterbury in net. And we'll get started here. It looks like we've got Park, Ramsey, Maddox are your forwards, with Blaine and Yinger at D. So we're going to have Nico Yinger starting D. Set for the puck drop and go. Maddox has it, sends it down deep, and we go on the forecheck. Wildcats send it behind the net. Back behind the net goes Yinger with it, and the Cats bring it out. They do take it in cleanly, getting towards the net, going behind the net now. Back in front of the net, we've lost the puck, but Blaine and Ramsey are both there. And out comes Park with it. Back, pass hopping, comes around Nico. Save for Canterbury. So Cordy's pads are working good today, and she's getting it started. That puck came out, and we're going offsides. So we're going to have too many men call. I did not see that, I think, coming against the Wildcats. So it was not offsides. It's actually a too many men call against the Wildcats. And we're going on a power play. See if Coach is going to make an adjustment here. Nope, it's keeping with what he's got. He's got Hopping, McKibben, Dom, Downey, and Wilson. So for your first power play, a minute 15 into the game. Question mark? Ref's getting it. Coach Shanny's getting an explanation from the ref. He missed the too many men call too. But we're ready to go. So Dom's going to take the face off. He gets it back deep. Back down, he pushes it out, but it comes out when the Cats get a hold of it. So McKibben cycling behind the net, sends it around to Hopping. Works it up, takes a hit. Downey has it at the neutral zone, but the Cats turn it back in offsides. So power play worked in the wrong zone for the first 20 seconds. See if we can change that around here with a minute 10 to go on the power play, 12:25 in the first. Still Wilson, Downey, Rumpke, Hopping, and McKibben. Then the Cats have it. Now McKibben, he's skating it in, across blue line and in on net where they Cats pick it up, send it back. Hopping gets it, tries to get a tip off Downey, and it goes off of Cat's pad. Out comes to McKibben, sends it down the far side. Downey has it. He's going to send it in. He loses it, and Cats turn it back. This time to Yinger. Yinger now has it. Sends it up to Wilson, sends it in, and there's nobody there. So we're going off for a change. Yinger, great work there to send it in, bring it up. He's got Maddox with him. Yinger sends it down to Maddox. Buck front and loose puck in front of the net. Not able to capitalize. Another tip goes up and over. That was a tip from Ramsey. Park has it. Got to keep the pressure on. Park's got it. Up to Maddox, sends it back up to Ramsey in front of the net. Now back down to Maddox to Park. Next. We're back at even strength. 11:05 to go. So the Cats successfully killed the penalty. Liam sends it back in deep. Got some pressure on, sustained for a change here. Let's see what happens. Liam's got it, sends it behind the net. Over to Park on the far side. Back up to Yinger. Yinger sends it back deep on the far corner. Liam's there. And out it comes. Wade has it in the neutral zone. Up to Park. He's got room on the left side. Sends it over to Yinger. Yinger now below the red line. Yinger again. Back to Lucas. Down to Park. Park skating through the middle, through traffic. Lucas has it. Back up to Wade, who has a chance. Could not get through traffic. Push in by Park. Goes wide of the net. And now Miller cycles it back to the neutral zone. Turning around. Sorry, bad camera work there. Lucas has it. Up. Cats have it. As they work back again through the neutral zone, they get an entry there. And can't quite clear it. Now we've got it. Liam. Cats have it and send it in deep. Miller picks it up in front of the net. Sends it out to Lucas, who's looking for Liam. Just out of reach. Werner's there. And Cats push it back in. They get down to the goal line. Pass in front of the net. No shot there. Back out to the blue line. Shot wide. Off to Cordy's right. And who's that? Out to Lucas at the blue line. Gets it cross center ice and in where the Cats pick it up and cycle it back around, bringing it around to the near side. Dom's now got it. Dom's wheeling with it. Goes off the stick. It comes back down. We've got traffic in front of the net, and into the net we have collision from a Wildcat. Ref will reset the moorings. Get a quick change here with Dominic, Downey, Wilson, Blaine, and who's our D on the side? That's Beans. Coming out. Neutral zone draw, I guess, because the Wildcats were the ones that knocked it off its moorings. Sorry, it's McKibben is the other D. Bad. McKibben has it. Works out. Nico's there. McKibben sends it up to Rumpke. In goes Downey with it. He makes a toe drag. Gets it back to Rumpke. Slides in right in front. 5-hole and blocked by the paddle for the goalie. Step up there from Nico to tap it and keep it in. But Turn around, and now we're going down deep in the corner. Nico's there. Fakes like he's going to send it around, but then picks it up. Wilson across to Downey. Downey's got a step if he can go. Come on, Nolan, let's go. He pitches it back towards the net, and around it goes. Coming back this way for the Cats. Wade working below the goal line with Rumpke, Wilson. No icing coming. The Cats have it as we make a change, and we've got Hopping stepping up to try to pull that. Cats are able to retain it, come back through the neutral zone, and they go in deep. Ramsey's there. He's going to get it behind the net, send it over to Wade, back to Ramsey, back to Hopping, back behind the net. Out to Maddox, sends it up to Park. And now Ramsey's working. Battle there, won by the Cats, and back in it comes. Shot high into the netting. So scoreless, 7:13 to go in the first. It's been a fairly even battle so far, both having 2 shots each, and I would say we've got a couple of good high-scoring chances in there. We've got Yinger sending it up. Beans is there now defending as the Cats turn it back. Werner has it up to Lucas just off the top of his stick as it goes into the offensive zone for us. And Liam's there to turn it back towards the goal. Cats do bring it up, but Beans is there to send it back deep and continue on the forecheck. Lucas has it behind the net. Back behind the net. Now the Cats have it, and they're coming up the far boards. Off of Liam's stick. Werner tried to get a hand on it, and he went over it. And now the Cats are looking for something deep and can't get it. Now we've got Yinger sends it in deep, but offsides. 6:22 to go. Scoreless. Championship game of the Columbus Showcase between the Junior Cyclones black team and the North Pittsburgh Wildcats. Rumpke takes it. Wildcats have it. We've also got Wilson, Downey, Miller, and Blaine. Miller tries to send it up. It gets blocked by a Cats player. Downey now has it. He's looking to get it over to Wilson. He does, and it comes out, and Cats pick it up at center ice. Send it back in deep and on net. Cordy turns it away. Miller sends it back up to Downey, and we're going to try this again. This time he sends it up to Rumpke, who taps it on in. We're going to get a no icing call. They wave that one off. Comes back out to Miller at the point. One of the problems we had with this team yesterday is they got an inordinate amount of breakaways. So I see Blaine staying high to try to keep that from happening. This time we're getting a 3-on-2 rush right now. Move to get by, back to the middle. Nico gets a stick on it and pushes it under behind the net. Gordy's there. And Downey now has it, tries to clear it out. It gets picked up. Nice block by Wilson. He's feeling that one, but he blocked it and got off. So good play there to knock it out and move on. Toe drag there by the Cats in, and blocked and goal coming to the Wildcats as they slip that under Forty's backside. Forty made the first save. Puck got loose and slid under as she was falling backwards. So 1-0 now for the Wildcats. Just under 5 to go in the first. Let's go Cyclones. Hopping over to McKibben. In and on net, turned away by the Cats goalie. Back up to Hopping, shot, and a nice leg block there. Glove save there for the Cats goalie. Good pressure there by the entire team. We got Hopping, McKibben, Park, Ramsey, and Maddox. Face-off continues to drag out on this one as Hopping keeps it in. Backhanded back in by McKibben. Kept in again by Bronson. Over to Ramsey. Gets it back to Maddox. Sends it back to center. We got guys there and off the pad of the Cats goalie and into the corner. Maddox again. Working back, loses the puck, still working it against the boards. Now the Cats have it, send it back up where McKibben's there. Pushes it back down to Maddox. And this time the Cats are able to clear. Look aboard, we got 3 guys here. Back over to Hopping, sends it up to Park and out of reach and goes for an icing. Yinger, Wade, Werner, Lucas, and Liam. Cats have it. Send it back towards Cordy off her paddle and cleared out by Yinger. Not going to have enough on it to go out where Lucas tried to get it, but it got over his stick, and now we're coming back this way for the Cats. Wade's there. Working down in the far corner. Liam. Back towards and behind the net. Wade has it. Up to Werner. Out to Lucas. He's got Liam with him. Werner picks it back up again. Gets it in. Lucas working to get it deeper. Cats have it. Comes back out. Yinger is chasing. Good stick work there to poke it down to the corner where Beans is there to help defend. Yinger now has it. Looking up, stretch the ice here and not able to. Off the boards. Going to get a quick change in here while the Cats are trying to turn it around. They bring it back in. Shot. Paddle save and cover by Cordy. .234 to go. Down 1-0. Cyclones working the battle back here. We got Downey, Rumpke, Nico, Wilson, and Beans. Cats have it behind the net. Working now on the near board with Rumpke there. Nice move by Blaine to pick that puck and send it up to Downey, just out of reach. Turned back by the Cyclones into the near corner, where Rumpke sends it back again behind the net. Cats pick it up and skate it back behind the net. They're working down in the far corner. Move back again behind the net. Cats have it. Looking for an opportunity to get it up. They do. Shot goes wide. Battle again in the corner with Downey and one Cat. Cats push it up to their point, and it goes back across again. Rumpke's got it. Downey and Wilson trying to get it. Goes off of Cordy's pad, kicked off to the far side, and now Beans has it. Tries to flip it out. Hand pass, not picked up, and going. So now we got Downey and Rumpke. Rumpke sends it in deep, and we go off for a change. Have Miller, Hart, Ramsey, Maddox, and Hopping. Hopping. Miller works behind the net. Back out to Hopping. Back around to Ramsey. Back to Maddox. Ramsey again is going to be able to skate it out. Gets it up the park at center ice. And the Mavs take it on out. Try to shoot it. Maddox, or push it out. Maddox grabs it. Keeps it in. Right at the blue line. So Maddox is looking for someone to get it to in front of the net. There are two Cats there. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting we're playing the Wildcats. And they're coming back this way. So Cats have it. Hopping, pushing him down to the corner. Gets a stick on it enough to push it behind the net. It comes back out in front where there are two Cats. And Maddox has it. Skating it out again. He's got Park in front of him. Flips it in from crossing center line, and we go on the change again, where now we've got Yinger, Werner, Lucas, Liam, and McKibben. Got battle going on in the corner. Cats come away with it, center it, but McKibben covers and gets away in front of it. Takes it in. He's got Lucas with him, and no time. Did not realize we were out of time on that one. But clock killed. Down 1-0 after one. Again, yesterday's final was 2-1, so hoping we can bounce back here pretty quickly. Put up a couple. 28 minutes left on the clock for this showcase, this weekend's round of games. As we fight to get above 500 for the first time this season. Scoreboard has it at 7 shots for the Pittsburgh Wildcats to 5 for your Junior Cyclones. Starting the second period, we've got Wilson, Rumpke, Downey, Blaine, and Yinger. Blaine has it. Sends it in deep to the corner. Wilson, it comes out by the Cats. Blaine has it. Sends it back up to Downey, and the Cats coming away with it again right in front of us here. He's got some help there, and Wilson gets it. Sends it down in deep. Well, not deep, but sends it in. We'll go with that. Cats take it behind the net. Comes back up where, just goes over the stick of Yinger. His mom's the one next to me if the microphone picked up that, Braden. And Wilson has it. Shot! Up high goal. Yinger comes in, or above the goal. Yinger comes in with it. And goes back down. Downey now has it. Nolan works up. Ramsey. Hit to the back there. Stick's not on ice for us, and the Cats come back the other way. Ramsey's fighting it. Downey's there with them. Along with, what do we got there? Is that Nico and Yinger. So Park is now on. Downey goes off. Offsides call coming. This Park crossed just a little in front of Nico. Little extra move at the blue line. All right, McKibben, Liam, Lucas, Jake, and Hopping. Lucas gets it in. Jake's there. Liam's got it. Now Jake sends it in front of the net. The Cats goalie puts a paddle on it, sends it off to the corner, and the Cats now come away with it back through the neutral zone, working down their left-hand side. All right. Goes behind the net. McKibben pushes him back there. That was a forearm to the head. And McKibben now takes it again behind the net. McKibben has it, pushes it up to Jake. Jake gets it back to McKibben, who now skates down the near side. No call on the trip from behind there. And we get it in deep. So the refs are going to let him play a little bit right now. Push it back. Tricky little bounce in front of the Cats' net, but the goalie's able to put a cover on it and trap that. So we're going to continue on at a 1-0 lead for the Wildcats with 11:40 to go in the second. Downey, Rumpke, Wilson, Beans, and Miller. Downey, back to Miller. Miller over to Beans. Beans, shot, loose there. Rumpke picks it up, but not able to get clean back to the goal. And now the Cats working back this way. Beans is going to send it back towards the net. Goalie's paddle sends it down to the corner. Wilson and Downey are there. Comes back around. Again, Beans has it. Sends back to the net. Goes off a Downey stick. It's a deflection and a save for the Cats goalie. Beans is chasing as they've waved off the icing. Cats come away with it. Cats working, shoot. Doesn't get through traffic again. In front of the net and over Forty's glove for another goal for the Wildcats. A 2-0 lead for the Pittsburgh Wildcats. 10:50 to go in the game. Let's go Cyclones! $2-0 lead for the Cats. We got Maddox, Ramsey, Park, Wade, and Yinger. Cats have it. Yinger now has it. Takes it out. Park has it in the neutral zone. Yinger back to Wade. Wade works up the near boards. Skates it in. Tries to backhand it over to Maddox, but it goes off a Cat's blade and back to the boards. Wade now has it. Shot and a glove save for the Wildcats goalie. 10 shots to 8. Other than the Team Ohio game yesterday, this is the first time we've had a lead on shots this late in the game. But unfortunately, we are down 2-0. Back around to Maddox behind the net. Tip out off of Wildcats blade and a stick and into the bench. So offensive zone draw. We're going to have Liam Wilsbach taking it. He's partnered by his brother Lucas, Jake Werner, we got Wade, and Yinger in a D. Wade has it, sends it in deep, and before puck gets back, so we're staying. Comes in off sides with no icing is what I'm trying to say. Comes back around. Werner had a stick on it but couldn't maintain it, and now the Cats come back the other way. Wide open on the left side. Shot off of Cordy's paddle into the corner. Comes behind. Up to Werner. Wilsbach Liam gets it out. Lucas now has it. Brings it back out up to Yinger. Poked by Liam again. Push it back, and now going in icing against the Wildcats. So 2-0. 9:16 to go. 10 shots to 9 on the scoreboard in favor of the Cyclones. 2-0 in goals in favor of the Wildcats. Wilson, Rumpke, Downey, Nico, McKibben. Wilson gets a shot. It goes wide of the net. Working down below now. You got Downey looking to get it back up to Nico. Nico has it with a shot on the 1T. Gets a tip and goes off the paddle for the goalie and into the corner. Rimmed around by the Cats, and it comes out. Nico has it, reaching for it, sends it back across ice to McKibben, who's retreating deep in behind his net. looking for an outlet, gets it up to Downey, tips it over to Rumpke, skates it out. Now Downey at the neutral zone on the right side, gets it in where Rumpke has it now. Sends it in deep, and Downey and Wilson working behind the net with one Wildcat. Downey comes away with it. Toe drag, and a shot, and a save for the Wildcats goalie. So 12 shots to 9, but unable to capitalize on any of them yet. Going for a wholesale change here. Nope, just a forward change. Keeping McKibben and Nico out with Park, Ramsey, and Maddox. Park has it up to McKibben. Back down to Maddox. Looking to try to get it up to the front of the net and unable to, so it goes back out to McKibben. McKibben sends it behind the net. Maddox and Park are there. Still behind the goal, coming up from the goal line is Park. Towards the hash, we got it back down. Maddox takes it back down below the goal line. Centers it to Ramsey. Cats get a stick on it, and it goes to the far boards. Ramsey's there. Comes back across to the Cats, pick it up and are bringing it down our right side. Blaine has it, centers it over to McKibben, sits it up the Park but out of reach. Late hit now coming to the Cats. We're going to get a roughing call, and we're going back on the power play. 7:41 to go in the second period, so almost the halfway mark in the game. And we're having our second power play of the game here. We're going to have Rumpke, Downey, Wilson, Yinger, and Wade. Rumpke has it. Comes out, Cats get a stick on it. Continue battling. Yinger keeps it in. Works to get it down deep on the far corner where we can go chase for it. Rumpke has it. Back down to Downey at the goal line. Downey back up to Wade. Back down to Downey, who can't get a stick on it as it trickles into the goalie and a cover. Same 5. 20 seconds gone off the power play, so a minute 10 to go. Quick shot off the face-off by Wilson, goes wide of the net, off the post. Downey tries to get a tip there, and again, Cats are now bringing it around. Yinger's there to slow him up. Cats are still working it. Rumpke has it in the neutral zone. Wade to Yinger. Bringing it down the near side now. Yinger on the right here, working back. Goes below the goal line. He's got 2 guys in front of the net as he goes around. Shift back. Now you got Rumpke trying to get it there. Glove save, so no rebound opportunity left by the Cats goalie. 37 seconds left in the power play. 2-0 still lead for the Cats. Just under the halfway mark in the game with 6:48 to go in the second. Ramsey, Maddox, Park, Blaine, and McKibben. McKibben has it at the blue line, keeps it in, backhands it down deep. A little bit of lift, and now the Cats trying to bring it around this side, but Park's there to take it. Up to, keeps it in. Thought he was sending it to Nico, but he did not. And we've got I think we got a hook coming to the Wildcats. So for 16 seconds, we have a 5-on-3 opportunity. 16 seconds of a 5-on-3 after a hooking call. Keeping the same guys out there. No. I got an extra man. All right, there we go. They figured it out. McKibben, Blaine, Park, Ramsey, Maddox. 16 seconds to 5-on-3. Wildcats clear it out. Nico picks it up, sends it around to Park. Park reverses direction with it and gets it in where Ramsey has it. And now the first penalty is killed, so we're down to just a regular power play at 5-on-4. And the Cats working shorthanded do get in front of the net, but we clear it out. And now go back on the forecheck with it as the Cats work it off the boards. Park is there. Maddox has it behind the net. Park and Maddox both there. Park back up to Ramsey. Park again behind the net, working, looking for his outlet. Can't find it. Puck stays in, but is loose at the line, and the Cats get it, pushing it up. McKibben's there. Gets enough stick on it to push it away, and now we go down the corner with 28 seconds left in the power play. Nico has it, sends it back around to McKibben. Shot towards the net, goes Blaine gets it, and works it back this way. So 14 seconds on the power play. Nico has it, and we go in. We got a hold. We're trying to change, but we're having issues with there we go. And now we're in with a shot, and the penalty is over. That was a rough change there for us, but we got through it. And with 4:43 to go, we're going to have an icing call against the Wildcats. 15 shots to 9 for the Cyclones, in favor of the Cyclones. 2-0 are the goals in favor of the Wildcats. 4:43 to go in the second. Even strength, both teams. Right dot for us face off. We got Downey, Rumpke, Wilson, Miller. Rumpke has it, pushes it down, and a cover for the Cats goalie. Rumpke pushes it down and comes back around where the Cats are going to pick it up with Hopping retreating. Wilson catches up to it. Downey taps it back towards our zone. Wildcats pick it up and cycle it back around. Goes off of Downey to Wilson, working back towards the net. He gets it to Rumpke with a shot. Goes off the stick and into the netting. Good pressure there. Good chance. And save for the Wildcats. 4:14 to go. Refs are needing a puck. Maddox, Park, Ramsey, Beans, and Yinger. Maddox tries to get a backhand. It goes over the side of the net and around to the far boards. Beans is there to push it back in. And we've got Park. Park's got it. He's got some space and help. Takes a shot and save. Ramsey in front of the net with it. Out comes to Yinger. Backhands it back in, and it comes in offsides. Center ice face-off. Off the offsides. 17-9 on shots in favor of the Cyclones. 3:48 to go in the second. Liam, Lucas, Jake, Evan Wade, and Sam Hopping. Cats have it. Wade's pushing him to the corner. Shot goes wide of the net on the backside and behind it. Comes back around to Lucas. Lucas taps it back to himself, working to fight it out, and it does come out. Took a minute to make that offsides call, but they got it right. Jake, Liam, Lucas still, Evan Wade, and Sam Hopping. Jake sends it out. Back in, clean and onside by the Cats. Wade now working below the goal line in the corner. Up to Jake. Jake sends it across ice to Lucas, but it's intercepted by Cats to turn it back in. Hopping loses an edge there, but now picks up the puck and has got some room to skate it out. So he's going to do that. Takes it across center ice, sends it in deep to the near corner for us. Jake's fighting for it down there now with 3 Cats, getting some help from Leah and Wilsbach. Cats have it, send it back across ice, and they're working down now their right side, our left side of the ice. As they come back to center, shot goes wide, bounces back in front of Cordy. Cat gets a stick on it, but Cordy's able to cover. 2:38 to go in the game, 2-0 for the Pittsburgh Wildcats. Nico, Rumke, Downey, Wilson, and McKibben. Sorry. Puck goes up into the netting, and we're going back into the zone, off the defensive zone for the faceoff. Dom will take the faceoff. Gets it up. Downey has it. Pushes it out, but the Cats keep it in. Pushes it forward, I should say, but the Cats keep it in. McKibben working under the goal line. It comes out to Wilson. Sends it up to Downey. Downey's got room to skate it out. Gets it to center ice, and the Cats take over and send it back in deep on the forecheck. Cats working behind their net. Get it centered right in front of the net, and a cover by Cordy. All right, Cordy. Off her paddle, covered. So we are just over 16 minutes left in the game, down 2-0. Yinger and Miller coming in at D. Ramsey at center, Park and Maddox are your